What's up everyone, Terrakion here, and welcome back to the Pokemon Black 2 walkthrough. In the last video, we finished up Victory Road. It was kind of a longer one, and we defeated Hugh, the final main storyline rival battle with him. And today we're actually taking a little bit of a break, as I've been saying, in between completing Victory Road and fighting the Elite Four. I wanted to go back and hunt down the 3 Swords of Justice, because this is like the first group of legendaries that you can catch in Unova, and you can actually catch all of them before the 8th gym, which is pretty crazy. You know, usually it's not like that in Pokemon games. So I'm going to drop a quick save, and then we will go ahead and take on the first one, Cobalion. I'm kind of just going to go in the order that you see them throughout the game. Cobalion is here on the route just east of, what's the town? Lacunosa Town. I think this is Route 13 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, these Pokemon are level 45, so when you first come through here, they may be kind of high level, but now that I'm coming back after Victory Road, they're not too bad at all. And, okay, I got a crit with Jump Kick. That was not supposed to happen. There we go. That is much better. Yeah, I was debating about just restarting the episode there, but I just did a quick jump cut. Yeah, so hopefully you don't crit the opponents. And oh, I forgot about their ability Justified. Ooh, that's my bad. That's my bad. Let's try Horn Leech instead. Oh wait, that's also not very up. All right, just disregard my play. What does Justify do again? Does it only activate on... Because it didn't activate on Horn Leech, but it activated on Feint Attack. Alright, well, I don't know. I don't know Pokemon abilities too well. But, anyways, in terms of catching these guys, I would not recommend throwing your Master Ball at them, because from my experience at least, the Swords of Justice have never been too difficult to catch. As I say that, this one doesn't even shake. Now, unfortunately, I do not have a status move. Obviously, you know, paralyzing it or something like that is going to help. So all I can really do is get it down into the red and hope for the best. But yeah, I also wouldn't recommend using Master Ball because they're not roaming legendaries. They're kind of just standing here. However, I would recommend saving your game before you get into the battle, as you saw how important that became when I critted it. But yeah, I don't have the list of moves pulled up next to me, but I mean, Cobalion, Steel, and Fighting, you can see it went for Sacred Sword and Iron Head, so it's going to have Fighting and Steel type moves, and then you've got Verizion, who's Fighting Grass, Terrakion, Fighting and Rock. So yeah, and wow, we are not off to a good start. Man, I was hoping they'd be at least shaking a little bit. I guess they're just completely proving me wrong of what I said earlier, but yeah, I mean, this is about the best I can do in terms of getting it down to the red health. I guess if you have, or if you're playing at nighttime and you have Dusk Balls, that could work pretty well. After a while, maybe I'll start chucking Timer Balls, because those work nicely. But besides that, Ultra Balls are going to be your best friend here. And so I guess you have Helping Hand too. Not sure why you have that, because you're not in a double battle. But it finally did shake. If this begins to take too long, then I will just cut it out. Looks like that's probably what I'm going to have to do, but I don't want this episode to be too short. So, yeah, I did stock up on more Ultra Balls off camera. I already had like 40, and then I just got up to 65 because, you know, just to be safe, and it's probably a good thing that I got up to 65, and unfortunately a lot of my Pokemon are like weak to Steel and Fighting, so I'm kind of getting destroyed here, even though everyone's like 10 levels above. But, yeah, again, I'm probably going to have to do a cut, because, wow, you do not want to shake more than once. I want to say that they all 3 have the same catch rate. Then again, they are, you know, different Pokemon, so they could still be different. Right now, it seems like they have the hardest catch rate ever, which is terrible. But yeah, you can see that Cobalion's 4th move is Retaliate. So there is all 4 of its moves. Let me try one more Ultra Ball, and let's see if this one works. Maybe. Hey, let's go. I was literally saying, let me try one more Ultra Ball, and if not, then I'm doing a cut. But there we go. We got the Iron Will Pokemon. So Steel, Fighting. Yeah, all 3 of them are part Fighting. Not going to nickname my legendaries just because I typically don't like to. And now our next stop is Opelucid City. So actually, I'm going to heal up at the Pokemon Center since I had a couple of Mons die. And then we will get on over there, because if you remember, the second Swords of Justice that you come across is Verizion. Wait, this place is still icy? I did not realize Opelucid City stayed like this. I thought it went away, I don't know, maybe after you defeated Team Plasma in the Giant Chasm, but no, I guess Opelucid City is forever icy. Man, that sucks. Sucks to live here. Anyways, yeah, if you remember, Verizion, like, hopped down from the cliff on, what route is this? Route 11, I believe. So, I guess we can sort of sneak attack it, you know? It won't see us coming because I think it's facing the right. So, I'm actually going to save before I forget. Oh, no. Okay, wait, I can just go around in the grass. Wait, no, can I? Okay, well, that's annoying. Why are you just sitting right there, Ice? The most, like, inconvenient ice in the world. But yeah, let me save, and we will take on Verizion, or Verizon 5G. That's, I feel like that's what this Pokemon gets associated with the most. But yeah, this thing is grass and fighting, so has a big weakness to flying. But other than that, I think I'm just going to start with Jump Kick again, and sort of just try to whittle it down. If you want to use any of these Mons in, like, the Elite Four, I mean, by all means, go ahead. I don't like using legendaries. I like just sticking with my main team of 6 for the Elite Four and really the entire playthrough. But yeah, I mean, they're really strong. You can teach them even better moves. You can get rid of, you know, junk like Helping Hand and really just make these things a boost. And they all have really awesome typings that aren't too common. Alright, so at least you're already shaking. That's a good sign. Hopefully I won't have to, like, go out of the way and buy even more Ultra Balls. That would kind of suck. Hopefully I still have like 55 left. I hope that'll be enough. But yeah, Verizion, kind of same deal as Cobalion. I wanted to go for some other moves, not just Helping Hand. I want to see what else it has. I know they all know Sacred Sword. Looks like they all know Helping Hand. I wouldn't be surprised if they all have Retaliate. But then I'm sure their 4th move is like a stab move. So, I mean, I don't know what stab grass type move Verizion would have, but it's got to have something. Anyways, Garfield, I'll send you out. I really shouldn't send out the Mons that are weak to fighting, because that's just going to cause me to heal them up at the Pokemon Center like I just did. It's also not good for, like, their overall happiness, but, you know, Terraquake, he's just the worst trainer in the world. Anyways, yeah, there's Retaliate. I figured you'd all have that. And let's just keep on going with Ultra Balls. I can't remember, what turn is it when, like, Timer Balls hit their, like, max? Isn't it like 10 turns or something? And I don't think it's been 10 turns yet. I haven't really been keeping track, but I do have a few Timer Balls, so I could start to use those as well. Let me throw one more Ultra Ball, and then I may just do a quick cut. But maybe this one will catch it, because when I said that last time, it caught the Cobalion. Yo. No way, right? No way. I mean, is that just the magic word? Is that just the magic word? You just gotta say, oh, I'm about to do a quick cut, and then boom, you'll catch it. We'll test it on Terrakion for sure. But there is Verizion. Alright, so you're gonna go in the PC for the rest of your life. And now it's time to fly to Humulo City, because not too long ago, we ran into Terrakion north of Humulo City. What route was that? Route 23, maybe? Something like that. And, you know, it's where we saw Colress and all that good stuff. Now, Terrakion is a fighting rock type, so out of the 3, does it have the most weaknesses? Or is it Verizion? It's got to be one of the 2, because Cobalion being part steel, you know, steel resists so many things. Who knows, though? Who freaking knows? Alright, so heal me up, Nurse Joy, and I will get on my way. I really want to see if we can catch all 3 of them without having to do a cut, because that'd be pretty cool. But knowing my luck, that probably won't happen. That probably won't happen. Terrakion's probably going to be like the most stubborn one. Alright, so we'll come over to the middle of the route, and yeah, here he is. Yo, the way he stands kind of reminds me of Donkey Kong, I'm not going to lie, just like on all 4s. Kind of looks funny. But anyways, gonna drop a quick save one more time. Again, that's always a great idea. And let's go. He said, go. Yeah, say what you want. I'm gonna catch you in the end no matter what. So, this thing's actually weak to Horn Leech, but I don't know, I'm kind of scared that that could one-shot, even though Terrakion is pretty bulky, but I'm just gonna stick with a Jump Kick. I think that's the safest option, and yeah, it did a pretty good amount. Now I'll go over to Feint Attack to try and get it down into the red. Whew, that was a crit. That was indeed a crit. Yeah, Terrakion, I can't really decide which one's the coolest out of the three. I may just say Terrakion, though. I mean, okay, well, there's the problem with going for Feint Attack. It's stupid justified ability. But, yeah, okay, so is it like, I'm trying to figure out what this ability is. Is it if they get hit with a Dark-type move? Because that's really not ideal, but we did get it down to the red. But yeah, look at Terrakion, man. He's just so cool, but, I mean, so are Verizion and Cobalion. Wow, I couldn't think of the Pokemon that I just caught 5 minutes ago. My memory is just the worst sometimes, but let's see. Let's see. Seems like we've been catching the Pokemon around like the 10th ball, you know, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th Ultra Ball that I've thrown. And this one's a little scary though, because we already, you know, gave it some free attack boosts. So hopefully we catch it quickly before we get just completely swept. Again, if you have a status move, if you have like Thunder Wave, something along those lines, then it is just, it's going to be a lot easier to catch these Pokemon for sure. And I'd probably recommend bringing along some sort of status move, even if it's like a poison or a burn. You know, you can just burn them at the beginning and sort of let their health whittle away. Alright, so Swanna goes down. Let's try Krusty then, even though he's also weak to rock. I mean, I have a big weakness to like rock and fighting and steel, which I guess aren't the most common typings, but still, it's a little scary for sure. That fighting type Elite Four member, you know, Marshall, he could give me some issues. And there we go. We caught Terrakion pretty early on. Nice. So, we have caught all three of the Swords of Justice Pokemon, which is pretty cool. Then again, some people, you know, say that Keldeo is a part of them, which I think in terms of the lore, it actually is. But, like, wasn't Keldeo the Forgotten One or something like that? And I'm pretty sure in these games, Keldeo is an Eventmon or something, so I don't think I'll even be able to get around to owning one, but that's fine. I usually just go after whatever legendaries are in the game and catchable. But we're back at the Pokemon League, and let's take a look at the PC. I like to make my own little legendary boxes whenever I do these walkthroughs. So we will be doing that in a second. You can see here, I caught a sock off camera before Victory Road, and I thought it could learn Cut, but it couldn't. So then I caught this Patrat, so that's why I have like those mons randomly sitting in here. But we're gonna make box 2 our legendary box, and it all begins with the Swords of Justice, which it looks pretty awesome when they're like all three lined up next to each other. And there's a good look at like their summaries right there. But that is going to do it for this episode. In the next video, the team is probably going to look a bit more beefed up. I'm going to try and get some better moves, you know, better movesets, level up my Pokemon a little bit, and we will be taking on the first 2 members of the Elite Four. Crazy that we're already here at the Pokemon League, but yeah, it should be exciting. So be on the lookout for that. For now, though, have a great rest of your day, and until next time, deuces.